Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Hannah and I am a first year kindergarten teacher in Maryland. I just completed my first week of teaching. And it's now Saturday and I have so much to tell you guys about it. I made it through the first week of school. It was a 4-day week because it was Labor Day, but I did still make it through the first week, and now it is the weekend and I am finally calming down. I'm a little bit less stressed, but I just have so much to tell you guys about this week, and you're gonna see this vlog is a little bit like all over the place and just not really what you would expect a first year teaching vlog to be, just because I kind of failed at the vlogging thing, I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like this is a really real vlog and you really get a good idea though for what it's like to be a first year teacher going through your first week of school with more kids than you've ever been in charge of before. And yeah, I mean, it was just like such a surreal experience. So I did want to come on here before you watch the other clips and stuff and just say that's what's going to happen in this vlog. It's going to be a little bit all over the place, and this vlog isn't really up to the standards that I wanted it to be for my first week, but it is just a really real vlog, and that's what I want it to be. I just want you guys to understand what it's like to go through your first week of teaching as a first year teacher. I just think it's so funny, like looking back on this week, how incredibly stressed out I was, because I was working from I would get up somewhere between 5:45 and 6 o'clock, and then I was typically leaving between 6:20 and 6:45 for work, and then I wouldn't get home until like 6 o'clock at night. I would come home, get my laptop back out, and continue to do more work, literally until I went to bed every single day this week. Like, I was so insanely busy. Like, I literally didn't even eat all day. Like, that's just like such a minor thing to think about though, but I would get up in the morning, eat a hard-boiled egg for breakfast, and that was about it, because that's really all that I can handle in the morning. And then I would always pack lunch and stuff, but I would never eat it, and I would go the entire day without eating it, just because lunchtime would come around and I either was interrupted by a student coming into my classroom thinking they can just get up and leave lunch whenever they want to, or I was like, I have to go do something, like I have other things I need to be doing before the kids come back. Like, I was just on the go all the time. I was just so drained and so exhausted because I wasn't getting that energy throughout the day. For the past 2 weeks, like PD days and this week, I was literally like running off of a hard-boiled egg in the morning. So what I started doing was thinking back to when I was student teaching. I used to make smoothies in the morning because they're just something that's easy to like get some extra nutrients and like get that fruit in, and I would also put spinach in it, so getting some vegetables in the morning. But I started adding a scoop of this green blend from Teamy. The green blend that I've been using has so many natural herbs and supplements. It's a really great plant-based supplement that you can add to any drink and even some food. So what I started doing this week to help out a little bit with this whole nutrient issue I'm having was putting a scoop of the green blend into my water bottle and then adding orange juice to it and then some water, because I like my orange juice watered down a little bit, or some lemon as well. That also tastes really good. So I was either doing that or I was making it into a smoothie, and I was taking a scoop of the blend and putting strawberries and bananas and then like some yogurt and some milk and making a smoothie, and it just really helped me in the morning, because I think it's so much easier for me to drink my breakfast. I'm so quickly like on the go. I need to get things done fast, and I need to have a breakfast that I'm actually intaking and not just like making and then letting it sit because I don't have time to eat it. So it was really helpful that I had something I can carry with me and drink. They have some really great blends and stuff that you can add to things like your juice. You can add it to smoothies. They even say you can add it to oatmeal. So there's so many different options. So I highly recommend, if you are someone like me who struggles to find time to eat during the day, like I would literally pack a salad for lunch every single day and just wouldn't have time to eat it, check out Teamy, because they have different supplements, blends, teas, all that good stuff that has so many health benefits and will give you that energy boost throughout the day and those nutrients that you're lacking if you are just not eating like me. And I hate to admit that, but like, it's once again the reality of a first week teacher. I have some links down below for you guys to check out if you are interested. I also have some coupon codes, so there are a couple down there that you can go look at. So if you do purchase them, just enter them at checkout and you will get a pretty nice discount. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the couple of clips that I have made for you guys. I really don't know. I don't even remember what I filmed. I know it's a lot of like car clips and stuff. I plan to get better at it as the year goes on. I just really need to find that balance between, you know, YouTube and school. Good morning everyone. Today is Tuesday, September 3rd, and it is the first day of school. So I am headed off to work now. It's about 7, it's literally 7 o'clock. I am trying to get a really early start this morning because I have a bit of stuff I still need to do before, just to kind of finalize some things for today and getting stuff ready and put out, and also I have things to put away still. Last night we got home around 11 or so all weekend long I wasn't able to work on my classroom. I was in Nebraska. I'm really happy that I went, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit stressed out because I feel like there's so much to do still and so little time. Today will be okay because the kids are only coming in like 1 hour sessions and just a couple of them at a time. They each signed up for a time slot, so it'll be like, I think my biggest group might have 5 kids and then my smallest group might have 2. So there's 4 sessions today, and they come with their parents and they stay for an hour, and basically today is to kind of talk to the parents a little bit more. It's called a gradual entry, so they are not just like full-blown thrown into kindergarten full day all of a sudden. They have a little bit of time to ease into it. Tomorrow is a half of a day, and then Thursday is their first full day. So it is kind of nice, I mean really nice actually, for them to have that. So today should be pretty stress-free, but I need to really work on things for tomorrow, and then obviously the rest of the week and the rest of the year and all that good stuff. So I'm headed out pretty early this morning. I have donations in like school supplies and classroom supplies that parents donated from back to school night that I still need to put away, and I need to make sure that I have everything, like my PowerPoint stuff, ready for today for the parents, just so that I have all my talking points and I don't miss anything important for them. So I'm so excited for today though. I'm so excited to see the kids. There's 3 of them that I haven't met yet, so I'll get to meet them today. I think it was just 3 that I haven't met yet, and I don't know, it's just gonna be a really fun, good day. I think what I have planned, I'll show you guys more so when I get to school, hopefully if I have time. But it's a scavenger hunt when they walk in, because they're going to kind of trickle in, one at a time. They're not all going to come in at the same time. So as they come in with their parents, they can complete their scavenger hunt, just kind of find some things and familiarize themselves with the classroom. And then I'm going to pull the kids up to the rug after they finish their scavenger hunt, and they are going to come read a book with me. We're going to read a book. I think we're reading the Pigeon Goes to School book because I kind of want to talk about like their nerves and stuff, and just like the pigeon had nerves. And then while we're reading, the parents are going to be sitting back at the kids' tables filling out some paperwork just to get a head start on it, and checking over some contact information and stuff. And then after we're done reading, then I'm going to switch. The parents are going to come up to the rug and the kids are going to go back to the tables, and the kids are going to draw a picture of themselves on the first day of school. And then once they finish that, they can either draw or they can, I'm going to have a couple like blocks and just fun toys set up that they can play with and explore with. Good morning everyone. It is Wednesday right now, and it's about 6:55 in the morning, so we're getting a pretty early start. I didn't film anything else yesterday. I realized that after I got home. I just got there and was so busy and had so many things to do that it totally just slipped my mind. So I will try to show you guys today the activities that I did yesterday still. So it was a really easy session. The kids loved it and they had a lot of fun. A lot of the kids didn't want to leave, which made me feel really good. There were no tears though. Nobody cried about coming to school. None of the parents cried. Some of the other teachers in kindergarten, they had parents that cried a lot. Even though they were staying there with their kids, but the kids were really excited about it and they had a really good day overall. I do have quite a few kids in my class that don't speak English as their primary language, so there's 4 total out of 14, which is kind of a significant number. So that was really cool though to meet them and see kind of where they are. We did have a translator for the session. They all of those ESOL kids came in one session, so the translator could be there for the parents just one time because he had to bounce between all the kindergarten rooms. So I did get to kind of gauge where those kids are, and honestly though, they're the sweetest kids. They're super smart. They just have a little bit of a language barrier, but I'm really excited to work with them. But honestly, it was just a really great day overall, and I'm very excited to see them again and have them all there together at the same time. So today is a half day for them. It's part of the gradual entry process. They come from 9:30 to 1:30, so only 4 hours, but those 4 hours are going to go by so quick. So we're basically just going to go over some different routines that are necessary, the really big necessary ones. So things like today they have to go eat lunch, so we're going to practice our lunch numbers and going through the lunch line and where we sit and all that good stuff. We're going to take a bathroom break and talk about our bathroom expectations because that's important. We're going to go over our lineup and then how we walk in the hall, because our school has silent halls. We do not have any talking in our halls. That includes during dismissal, and it's the same for teachers. We're not allowed to talk in our halls. So I really don't want to be that class that's messing that up for anybody. So we're going to nip that in the butt as quick as we can. So we'll go over our line expectations, and then we're going to go to lunch. We're going to go to recess, and we're going to go to our special. They have art for like 30 minutes today before we go home, and then I'll pick them up and we will pack up our stuff and head out. Parents will pick them up. So be a pretty busy day. There's going to be a lot of stuff jam-packed in these short few hours, but it's going to be all really good stuff, and I'm really excited for them. Good afternoon, guys. So it is right now September 5th. It's Thursday, and I have been horrible at keeping up with you guys. I've just been so incredibly busy and stressed out. Like, I have texts and Snapchats and DMs that I haven't opened from like days ago, which is so sad to say, but I've just been so I feel like I just non-stop working, and it's kind of how it needs to be right now, so I can perfect things and then eventually things will slow down. But right now it's been a lot, and it is no joke. I like get to school literally around 7 a.m. and then right now I'm leaving really early. I haven't been leaving till like 6 p.m. or so it's been crazy, and I have been really just stressed out and overwhelmed, but I will say that we had our first full day of school today, and we survived. We made it through the day. Yesterday the kids were there for a half day, so it was only 4 hours. Today was their first full day. Yesterday I got a little taste of some personalities, but today we got all the personalities coming out. Not saying that they're bad or anything. I absolutely adore all of the kids. They are so sweet. But of course we do have some little busybodies in our classroom as well. I would say that the biggest challenge has been, though, the fact that I have one student who speaks no ounce of English, like absolutely nothing. And yesterday was a real struggle with him. I mean, basically all day I was just kind of like pointing and, trying my best to guide him to where he needs to be, but everything was just very like, he just kind of looks at you with this blank face, and I get it. I mean, he doesn't understand what we're saying. And he also was a struggle because he doesn't really respond to his name, or at least he didn't yesterday either. So all day long he was like wandering off and joining other classes, and you can't call his name because he doesn't respond to that, and I couldn't say anything else either because he doesn't know that either. So yesterday was kind of tough with him. However, I will say that in the afternoon, at the end of the day, it was time to go home, and he was supposed to be picked up by a parent. The parent didn't show up on time, so it was about 15 minutes went by, and he was still hanging out with me. So I was taking him down to the office, and on our way, he stopped, and he was looking at like a poster, and I said, "Vámonos, vámonos," and because I have like a very limited vocabulary, but I learned that from Dora, so I pulled that one out and said, "Vámonos," and he looked at me and was like, and he said something like along the lines of, "You know Spanish too?" And then he just took off speaking in Spanish, but that was kind of the extent of my knowledge. But at least he started talking, which was awesome. And then today I refreshed myself on a couple of those key phrases, like "siéntate aquí," which means sit down here. I learned walk because he tends to be a runner in the hallways, but he started responding to his name today, which was awesome, and he was getting it. And also something that was really, really awesome was that one of the other kids, there are 4 Spanish speakers in my class. The rest of them do speak broken English, but he is the one that I really have no communication with in that sense. One of the other boys who was sitting next to him today while they were doing some workshop work, and I said to the kid that only speaks English or Spanish, I was asking him the color of the cubes he was playing with, and I pointed to one, and he responded to me. And then when he responded in Spanish, and when he responded to me, the kid sitting next to him who also speaks Spanish looked at him, and he went, "You habla español?" And he got so excited. It was just such a cute thing because like a lot of them don't know that they speak Spanish as well, and because this kid just hasn't been talking at all, so it's not like he's been speaking Spanish or English, he just hasn't been talking. And so the kid next to him started speaking to him in Spanish, and the two of them were like having a conversation and laughing and stuff, and like it was just really good to see him interacting with other kids, and some other kids in the class as well were really hanging out with him today, which was awesome. Good morning, guys. It is Friday, our first Friday of the school year, and I'm so excited about it. It's currently 6:30 in the morning. I left my house around 6:20 this morning. I apologize that it's really dark right now, but it's really early in the morning. I'm getting a really early start because I'm noticing that, number one, I have a lot of stuff to do this morning, so I want to be able to have time to get it done, because at 8:30, the new teachers are going and gathering and getting coffee. I'm not going to get coffee, but like someone's bringing coffee, and we're having it just kind of like talking and stuff in a classroom this morning, so I have to be ready to go by 8:30. But then also, in addition to that, when I leave later, Like normally I've been leaving at like 6:50 or so, and I hit like the rush hour traffic, I guess, the morning traffic, and it should only take me 35 minutes to get to work, and it always ends up taking me like 55 minutes. So it's really not working in my favor. The same thing happens when I go home. It takes me like an hour to get home, and I'm kind of getting really over that commute already. I have to get up so much earlier than I really even should be having to get up to get there. So I am really considering moving soon, just so that I don't have to deal with that every single day, and I'll have more time to like actually be in my classroom and not sitting in traffic and driving. But that's another story. But that's why I'm leaving so early today. So I have a lot of prepping to do today because I left school early, not early, but I didn't really prep much yesterday after school because I wanted to come home and go for a walk with my mom and my mom's friend and our dog and my nephews. To try that. This is like such a bouncy car and you guys are shaking everywhere. It's something that they do every single week, like once a week, and so I wanted to be there for that just because I needed to do something other than schoolwork and exercise. I haven't been to the gym in God knows how long, so when I get opportunities like that, I want to take them. But I'm really happy that I did. So I prepped everything that I need to last night, and then I just had to make copies and stuff like that and actually like gather materials this morning. So today I have a whole bunch of things planned for the day. However, today's going to be a really weird day because our kids are being sorted into their houses today. I think I've told you guys in another video that our kids do like the Ron Clark, or our school does the Ron Clark approach with sorting kids into houses, kind of like Harry Potter, and it's just like a community thing and helps them meet other people. It's also really fun, and it's also like our behavior incentive and stuff. Like the houses are up against each other and you earn points for your houses. So yesterday all the big kids did it and they all got sorted like in an assembly, and it was really fun. But kindergarten doesn't go to that because it's a little bit overwhelming. So today the kindergartners are doing it just within their class. They're being sorted. So I want to say it's around 10 or 10:30 that we have our stat teacher coming to sort our kids and like explain to them what it is, but I could be wrong. I didn't write it down and I thought that I did, so look at that, me already doing well with the schedule. But then also we have a fire drill today, and so I have to take up some time and practice our fire drill in the morning, and then we'll do the fire drill in the afternoon. And I also have the gym teacher asked us to play a video all about playground safety for the kids, so I'm gonna do that today. I wish that I had known about this video and I would have had it for the first day of school, because we had some kids that were a little iffy on the playground. But now I'll have that, and hopefully this will squash any issues that we were having. Hello, my sweet friends of YouTube. I wanted to get back on here real fast. Actually, this probably isn't going to be that fast, but basically I wanted to spend some time and apologize to you guys because, as you can tell by how this vlog is going, it is not going as planned. I don't even know if I vlogged yesterday, which was Friday. Today is Saturday, September 7th, and I know that the past couple of days before Friday, I would get on in the morning, tell you how the day was going to go, and then I would tell you that I would catch up with you guys during the day, and I totally had full intentions of doing so, and then it just never happened. And you can kind of just take a guess at how flustered and stressful the first week of school was by how this vlog has gone. So I still wanted to get on here and talk to you guys and recap the week and everything, because I make these videos a lot to look back on for myself so that I can see, in the years to come, what I want to change, what I did differently, what I liked, just kind of track my progress and like how I grow as a teacher. And I like to see the good moments and the bad moments and just learn from them. But I also like to share it with you guys and be real, because a lot of you guys have told me that you're aspiring teachers, you're going through student teaching now, or you want to be a teacher when you grow up, or you already are a teacher. And I just think it's really important for us to get on that level and actually be real about what goes on in teachers' lives. So I deeply apologize for the fact that I did not really vlog like the classroom fun stuff that went on this week, but I really do intend to get better at that. I am calming down. Life is becoming a little bit less stressful, but I want to tell you guys about how the first week went so that you kind of understand where I'm coming from. So starting back from the beginning of this week, Monday was Labor Day, so we had off. That Labor Day weekend, my family had a family reunion, so we actually flew out to Nebraska just for the weekend and then came back Monday night. So I didn't have the weekend to go into the school and like get last minute stuff ready, and all last week we had PD, and so I went on this little family reunion thing and didn't get back till Monday night, and then Tuesday morning was my first day of school. So I was really stressing out last minute because I had so much stuff to do still. You know, like I felt like my room wasn't completely ready. There were so many things that I was just so unsure of. So in my county we have something called gradual entry for kindergarten, which means that the first day the kids come for an hour at a time, and they come in small groups. So when they sign up for kindergarten, they like sign up for a time slot. So we had 4 sessions that the kids could sign up for, and then they would just come hang out for an hour. It was more so for the parents because we had our back to school night the week before, but it was kind of for the kids to just come in and explore their classroom because it's a lot of their first times going to school. So this at gradual entry, the parents stayed with the kids for the hour, and I kind of like did some things with the kids, like read a book to them. We did a little activity, but I wanted them to explore the classroom a little bit more after that. And then I sat the parents down and we went over a lot of logistics, like our schedule, you know, things to make sure you have for your child so that they're prepared for school, just all the good stuff. So that's kind of how the first day went. It went well. I didn't have to plan that much because I just did the same thing over and over for an hour each time. That was okay. Then the next day came, and it was a half of a day with all the kids. So I had all 14 kids. Yes, I only have 14 kids in my class, but still, as a first year teacher, like 2 kids, 14 kids, 30 kids, like it's all new to me still. So I have 14 kids in my class, and I'm so blessed though, because I like couldn't imagine having more than that right now, because as a first year teacher I love that I get to focus more on like figuring out what works and what doesn't work in the classroom, instead of having to focus so much time on like managing, you know, 30 kids. So it is really, really nice, I will say that, but still, I'm new at all of this. So I had all 14 kids for half of a day. I talked about it, I'm sure, earlier in the vlog, what I had planned and everything, and we actually got most of what I wanted to get done, but most of the day was kind of just going over different routines and stuff. I will say that one challenge that I was not expecting is that I do have 4 kids in my class that are bilingual and speak Spanish and English. 3 of which I knew about, and I knew that they spoke some English. One of which I had no idea was I can't say bilingual. One of which I didn't know was a non-English speaker, and he really only speaks Spanish. It was really hard on Wednesday because I'm going around calling him the name that I was told by his parents, who also don't speak English. I couldn't even like communicate to his parents, like, does he have a nickname? Does he go by something else? So I'm calling him his first name that was introduced to me by the name that is on the roster. I'm calling him that all day. He's not responding to me. He's also wandering away, and like I don't really speak Spanish, so I couldn't really help bring him back. The next day things went a lot better with him. He started responding a little bit more to me, but the story is like not really going in order of the days, but it gets funnier because I was calling him this name that I was given to call him, and then he goes yesterday, so to Wednesday and Thursday I was calling him this name. Friday, he goes and gets tested by our ESOL teacher, and she asks him in Spanish, what is your name? And he said, like, let's say that the name that I was given was Kyle for him, and the ESOL teacher came back and said, oh no, his name's Mike, like something completely different, but it is actually his middle name, so it makes sense. However, no wonder he wasn't responding to me. That wasn't what he's used to being called. And so now we're like getting better. I finally have his name that he likes to be called and that he knows and he goes by, and he's speaking a lot more to me in Spanish, and he's singing songs, and he's doing all these different things. He's actually being very verbal now, so it was really cool to see. But I just thought it was so funny because I was like, why don't you even know your name, you know? But duh, it's not his name that he knows. It's not the name that he goes by. Teaching those expectations and routines like explicitly is so super important, because and people have told me this, and I was kind of like, you know what, I'll plan things for the day. If we don't get to it, we don't get to it. But I really did want to get to a lot of the things and like be successful in that sense and be proud of myself for actually getting to those things. But when it came down to it at the end of the day, when I reflected, I was like, wow, I really wish I would have sat down and like talking about our library, like, you know, mention the fact that books need to be put back flat and not bent, like just little things like that that I just don't think about, because to me it's common sense, to you it's common sense, but to 5-year-olds it's not. I love the kids in my class. I think that they're super sweet. I love the personalities that are coming out, and let me tell you, day 2, the personalities were coming out. They did not hold back, but they really are really great kids, and they're all so different, and it's cool to see them, like who they're hanging out with and who they're meshing with and stuff. And I love that they're just coming out of their shells, because we had some super shy kids the first day, but they quickly, you know, made friends and opened up, which was awesome to see. But I will say that we do struggle with a lot of things, like sitting down on the rug quietly and not rolling around on the floor and napping. It's a huge thing for them, because a lot of them still nap and they're tired at the second half of the day, and all they want to do is lay down and like close their eyes, and it's just a really hard transition for them. So we're really working on that. But I think that will just come with time as they get used to this routine. But all of this week I've been getting up at about 5:45 and have been leaving for work between 6:20 and 6:45, and so I get there super early, and I've been staying until like 5 or 6 at night too. So I've just been working nonstop, and then I come home and then I continue to work. So if you have sent me a message and you are like, this girl's so rude, she's not responding to me, I deeply apologize. I just haven't even checked my teacher Instagram. I really haven't, and I feel so bad about that, but it's just like been in the back of my mind. I haven't really been checking YouTube comments either, and obviously haven't been uploading, and it's just, everything was so much. But I feel a lot calmer now that the first week is over and I have an idea of what I'm doing and I kind of know what I'm up against. So things are going to change, and I'm definitely going to get better at this and like balancing both worlds. I also wanted to say that a couple of you guys sent me packages from Amazon, which I'm so thankful for. A couple of them here in front of me already. Some other people said that they're sending them to me, but I wanted to show these things that I have so that I can take them to my classroom, and I'm very excited about them. One of the things that I received was from somebody named Stephanie, and she sent me a pack of the Mr. Sketch thin markers, which I might have one pack of these so far, but that might be it. I love having lots of these though, so that I can use them and the kids can use them. And I introduced these to the kids the other day, and they were so obsessed with them. This is from Kristen. She said, "Hi Hannah, I have enjoyed watching your videos. You have such a passion, and I hope you are I hope you have a wonderful first year." So thank you so much, Kristen, for watching my videos, and I hope that this year is absolutely amazing. I'm sure that it will be. She sent me a book called My Mouth is a Volcano. If you have never read this book or read it to your class, highly recommend, especially if you have a class with kids that like to call out. We read this in my student teaching placement, and we actually came up with like a behavior management plan based off of this book, and I just think that it's such like a great book, and the kids really resonate with it, and it's just all about calling out, and you know, has great illustrations and stuff. So really great book. And then the next thing she sent me were some more ultra clean washable markers, and these are the Crayola multicolor markers. So now I have a few packs of these, and I'm so excited about that though, because we have so many different ethnicities and races in my classroom, and I'm really excited for all the kids to be able to be represented when they're coloring and stuff. And I've even noticed some of them already like using their crayons, and they're looking at their skin color. I had them color a picture of themselves on the first day of school, and they do look at their skin color, and then they would pick out crayons and stuff based off of that. So that's basically how the first week of school went. Overall, I can summarize it by saying very stressful, very hectic, lots of questions, lots of things that I realized like in the moment, I don't know what I'm doing. And overall though, I would still say it was a really good week. I love that I got to meet my kids finally. I love that I have put faces to my kids' names that I've been seeing for so long. I love that all the personalities are coming together in my class, and I love the excitement that they have and the knowledge that they have, and I'm excited to help them grow. So it's going to be a really great year. I can just feel it, and I'm very blessed and happy to have the class that I do and to have the support system that I do, which means you guys, which means my admin, my principal, my vice principal. They're so helpful and supportive and just amazing. My whole kindergarten team has been, I can't even explain to you how awesome they are. They are like my #1 fans. Like, they just want to help me in every way possible. And of course, like my family and friends, they've all been super helpful as well. So it's been a really good week, and I'm very happy the way that it went, even though it was really hard at the time. But I'm sure as I get into a routine, things will get a lot better. So if you just started teaching as well and you just finished your first week, I hope you had an amazing week, and I hope you're so happy with where you are with your kids, and that this year's going to be a great one. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. I really appreciate you guys for sticking around and supporting me still, even though I've been a little MIA. But I promise things will get better. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!